Hey guys, Michael again. I have some additional information, and this information is time sensitive. Lately, we've been bombarded with a lot of bad news: pandemic, politics, climate change, the economy, etc., etc., etc. And so you might be feeling a bit discouraged. So I've got some good news for you today. This is an opportunity that I'm going to tell you about. It's an opportunity for something to do after you graduate in May. As I mentioned to you earlier, I had spent 19 years of my career in Hong Kong. I was working at two universities as a professor, Chinese University of Hong Kong and Hong Kong Baptist University. In the last university, Hong Kong Baptist University, I was there for 11 years. I was running several different programs, graduate programs, as well as I was head of the Department of Management at that time. And while I was there, we started these programs, these self-taught master's programs, and they attracted lots of Chinese students, but they couldn't get diversity. They wanted foreign students, and they particularly liked U.S. students. U.S. students don't tend to study abroad as much as students from other countries, believe it or not, even though they have the opportunity. So they started this program in which they offered 25 scholarships in 8 different programs. So I've created a link on As You Learn that talks about these. Recently, a former colleague of mine, a professor in Hong Kong, sent an email to me and she said, "Michael, we're having a problem recruiting students. You've sent us 5 good students in the past. They've all done well. Can you please get the word out that we have these scholarships available?" So this opportunity is for you. It's time sensitive. That is, you need to act quickly. I know this is tough. You need to talk to your parents or significant people in your lives and discuss whether this opportunity is for you. But the opportunity is amazing. Hong Kong is an amazing city. It's an opportunity to live in an exotic location, study absolutely free, but you have to be brave. I mean, we've got the pandemic, we've got politics. In my experience, I've met students from all over the world in the 19 years that I was in Hong Kong. It's a very international city. In my experience, American students tend to be less eager to go abroad than do students from other countries. The U.S. is such a big and historically successful country that we tend to focus inward. And so it takes a lot of courage to go to a different place and study and live and create a life. So anyway, I've created this a link on As You Learn. So I'm going to talk about that next. If you go to our As You Learn page, you go down here, I've created a link. It says full scholarships for master's study in Hong Kong. We've got information on the scholarships. This is information from the university about those scholarships. This is a picture from when I led a study abroad trip to Hong Kong back in 2019. This is some promotion that I did about this. These are students that are currently studying, these graduated in this year. They studied in 2019. These are the students that are studying in 2020. And right now we have 3 students that have applied to study in Hong Kong. So look this information over and see if you might be interested. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. Last year we had 3 students who studied there on full scholarship. Again, this is like somebody handing you $50,000, all right? One student, some of you may know, Callie Smith. She was an economics major. She got her master's degree in applied economics, and now she's working in Washington, D.C. at the Library of Congress. This year, we have 2 students that are still studying there. Christian Honecker is studying in the Financial Technology or FinTech program, and Jason Hopkins is studying in the Master of Science in Business Management program. And again, I think they must be short of applicants this year, probably because of all the bad news. So here's my message to you. Are you brave enough? And you really have to do some soul searching, and this is not for everyone. But if you feel like you're courageous enough, then I'm here to help you answer any questions you have. I can talk to your parents. I know a lot of times parents or grandparents in the United States can be helicopter parents. They can be overprotective. They don't want their children to go abroad, which I think is really silly. Um, the world is a dangerous place. It's always been a dangerous place. It's always going to be dangerous. But we can't just hunker down and do nothing. My message to you is that we need to make calculated risks. Hong Kong is a safe place. Um, you know, uh, these types of opportunities don't come along often. So if you're interested, I'm willing to Zoom meet with you and your parents, and your grandparents, or whoever to try to alleviate any concerns you might have. Last year, we had 6 students from App State that were offered these scholarships, but in the end, only 2 of them took it. So again, I don't want to oversell this. This is an opportunity. I'm putting it out there for you to see. Life is tough. Life is risky. It's not every day that we get an opportunity to study a master's degree absolutely free in a different location. If you are interested in that, let me know. Talk to you next time.